Hey everybody, Carl here. I'm not sure what this video is going to be yet, but I'm going to try to just get a video together. It's been a while since I've done a video of anything really. I think last I was working on Jeep stuff. A few things happened in that time frame. I've got the diesel engine sitting in the Jeep. It runs in the Jeep, needs to be plumbed, needs, transmission pulled back out, input shaft changed, clutch installed, all that good stuff, and just haven't exactly had the motivation to do it. So, as you can tell, we're not looking at a Jeep, because this is the back of a 1971 Volkswagen Bug that I picked up sometime last week for exactly $0.00. It has a title, so might as well do something with it. Some interesting highlights of it so far is it's not super rusty. It's rusty. It's got rust. I mean, got a lot of surface rust. It's got a lot of crust underneath, but it's not the worst that I've had. Let's see. One of the spark plugs is out because that was the only one I was able to get out. The rest are seized in. It doesn't turn over, and when I drained the oil, there was what looks like a wax ring. It's actually it's shaped itself a little differently since it's been sitting out of the car, but this was in the exact shape of the oil strainer, bottom of the oil strainer. So I obviously need a new oil strainer because this one's. So we're going to pull this motor apart and see what all it looks like. So I'm going to pull it out now. I've already disconnected most of the major stuff up here. I'm fighting with this piece of sheet metal before I go back down and unbolt the starter and unbolt the trans. And then once that's all unbolted, then I can get a jack under here and out she goes. And we'll see what happens here. I'll give you a quick walk around on the car though, while I'm at it. Alright, so it's 1971, regular ball joint type front end. I got it out behind a barn from a farmer. A friend of mine, his family had it for years and did nothing about it. Township basically starting to get on them. They needed it gone, so did it my favor by taking it. You can see the hood was caved in, the roof was caved in. Basically, kind of pushed some dents out real quick. Nothing too crazy. Tires are junk, brakes are junk, brake master cylinder's locked up. The clutch cable's free. Throttle cable I think is free as well. All the doors work. That A-pillar post is a little rusty, so this door you have to lift up. Heater channel's gone on that side. Floor is crusty, but intact. Up on the front edge, up here behind the pedals, the floor is rusted out. Not too hateful. Otherwise, the car is mostly complete, minus some trim and some odds and ends here and there. The seats and interior are gross. There hasn't been any mice in it because I don't think it had any rust holes or was open enough for mice to actually get in. So that's pretty well sealed off. See, the door closes hard. Motor is just a regular 1600cc dual port, single carb still, all factory fresh. I've started kind of ripping and tearing some things down. Even had the little plate that covers the bolt on the harmonic balancer, or the front pulley here. So that's not really something you see often because that usually gets ripped off and left behind years and years and years ago. Need a tail light lens. That one's kind of cracking. All that stuff's kind of cheap and available. Needs an exhaust. Rusty, shitty, and factory exhaust. So I'm still not sure which way I'm going to go with it. Alright, several minutes later, and the engine's on the floor. Had to go run and borrow a real floor jack because the shitty Harbor Freight one I have there isn't tall enough. So yeah, this was very easy. It's literally 4 bolts on the bell housing. This one you get to a nut from up through here. That one you get from below. It's real easy. Those 2 you get from below as well. And heater channel, or heater duct. Pull throttle cable through, pull wiring harness off and through, fuel line off and through, and yeah, you pull that front little cover off, and yeah, out she goes. So I'm gonna slip it out from underneath the car now somehow, or try to, and then yeah, go from there.
Ooh, something's happening. I feel the magic happening. Okay, hold up. What's happening? Oh yeah, I see the red cylinder.
Oh yeah.
That is fucked.
Sweet.
You were gonna get your hand underneath that cylinder in case it falls off.
That ain't coming out of there.
Fuck no, dude.
Let's get a close up.
Yeah, we got a problem happening here,
Dirty
guys.
magazine day. Dirty magazine day. Ooh, yeah. Hey, ironically, it was the one that I got the ATF in.
Actually.
The only one I got ATF in.
All things considered, though, it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. You're probably gonna either have to bore that or.
Alright, this battery's about to die. I'll grab another one here. Well, after some beating, it's off. Here's the shitty jug. You can tell it's substantially shitty. Let's clean that up and see what that looks like, if it's even salvageable, or if this is gonna get some big bore jugs and pistons. That'd be sweet. Maybe.
That would be kind of sweet.
And some cams. I love these stupid motors. No crank or rods or pistons, but still stupid light. Well, as light as a 4-cylinder could be. Took most of everything to work and threw it in the hot tank. So, show you the motor here real quick. So the motor itself don't look too bad. It's definitely still crusty. We got a bunch of other stuff I didn't grab this morning that need to go in. Valve covers, push rods, and all that good stuff. Maybe pistons, probably not. Oil pump, odds and ends. Still not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with this yet. So I put a poll out on my personal Facebook about what I should do. And a lot of people want to see a little bit of a dune buggy. Not really like dune buggy, but like a little bit of lift, aggressive tires, roof rack and shenanigans. Not sure what I'm going to do with body quite yet. So I guess for now what I'm going to do is save a little bit of cash, get the motor together. The motor is going to be relatively stock right now. This is what I'm thinking. Might change in the future, might go radical, might go completely 100% bone stock. Depends on how I feel. Right now I think it's going to be pretty well stock with a decent cam and a turbocharger. I feel like that's going to be the best of power and reliability. I know, turbocharging and reliability. But I think like a little draw through on a side draft Weber would be more than enough fuel, and maybe 5 pounds on something like a T25 size turbo, just of whatever I can get a hold of that has a carbon front seal, or the ability to put a carbon seal in it. So that's where I'm at with that. So right now I'm doing research on what I need for rods, pistons, crank, all that, if I can get away with factory stuff, or if I had to upgrade. Cam, definitely want a little more cam in it. Yeah, I'm gonna do some research and I'm gonna decide, and then yeah, I guess I'll end the video with this. And if you want to see cool shenanigans happening with this, my Spitfire, my daily driver Golf, my RX-7, my Jeep, or literally any of the other stupid cars I have, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Alright, I'm going to be trying to make videos more often now that I've settled into my new place and everything's kind of squared away. I'm going to try to make more videos. So, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. See ya.